Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Story of Sam and welcome back to a brand new NBA 2K video today here on the channel. I know I have not uploaded a 2K video in a long time, but with NBA 2K22 releasing, I thought I would give it another go. So I thought I would share with you guys, in my opinion, the best point guard build in NBA 2K22 current gen. If you guys are brand new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. We are on the road to 3,000 subscribers, and of course guys, make sure to drop a like. Without further ado, let's get straight on into the build. So of course, name doesn't matter. Your position is going to be a point guard. We're going to be the best point guard build. Hand, it doesn't really matter, left hand or right handed. I'm right handed in real life, so I always go for right handed on all my players, but again, it really doesn't matter. And obviously your jersey number does not matter. Let's move on to the actual pie charts. The best pie chart to pick is going to be this one right here. The half green, half yellow pie chart. That is half shooting, half playmaking. That is the best pie chart in the game if you want to be like a scoring guard build, and that is what we are going to be making in today's video. There are a ton of brand new pie charts that I'm going to explore later in the game, but as of now, this pie chart right here, half green, half orange, is the best one in the game, so I'm going to click that one right there. Now into the physical profile. This is pretty self-explanatory. We are a point guard build. You always want to have the fastest player as a point guard, and the speed pie chart for the physicals is the first one. So I'm going to pick the first physical profile right there. Now on to setting our potential. I'm going to start off actually with the shooting upgrades. I'm going to max out the mid-range shot, max out the three-point shot, max out the free throw, max out the post fade, but I'm going to take attributes away from the post fade so I still have 25 shooting badges. So right here, I'm taking attributes down, boom, right there. 78 post fade is the sweet spot, so you should have max mid-range, max three-pointer, max free throw, and then a 78 post fade, so you still get those 25 shooting badges. Now for the playmaking, in my opinion, it is best to max out your pass accuracy, max out your ball handling, and then don't even touch post control. Trust me, 21 playmaking badges is definitely enough for a guard build, especially when it's a scoring guard build. Now going down to the defense and rebounding badges, I'm going to max out my perimeter defense, max out my lateral quickness, my steal. I'm going to max out my offensive rebound and my defensive rebound. Now we have two options. We want to get 8 defensive badges. You can either put 2 attributes right here on block, so you have a 29 block and get 8 defensive badges, but in my opinion, the better option is putting 2 attributes onto interior defense, so your interior defense is now at 36, and you also have 8 defensive badges. Now we have 58 upgrades remaining. I'm going to go back up to finishing. I'm going to max out my driving layup and then upgrade the rest with my driving dunk. So we do have a 60 driving dunk. Do not worry guys, this build can dunk the ball. I've made this build. He can dunk pretty well. Again, he can't get like contact dunks. He can get basic rim grazers, standard dunk packages, so 60 driving dunk is plenty, and even the 80 driving layup is pretty good as well. So even though we only have 1 finishing badge, our player is not like a liability at the rim. So obviously the final badge count is 1 finishing, 25 shooting, 21 playmaking, and 8 defensive badges, which is a great badge count, especially because shooting badges and playmaking badges for a guard build are probably the 2 most important categories, and you get both those with 20 plus badges, and you can get Hall of Fame badges in those categories. Moving on to the body shape, it does not matter at all. I'm just going to go with solid. I mean, who cares about the body shape? Now moving on to the height, this can be pretty controversial. I think 6'3" is a good standard height, but in my case, I went down to 6'2" just because you get way more speed when you are 6'2". You get an extra attribute to ball handling, and I just think being shorter in this game, being quicker, is going to help out a lot when playing 2s and 3s. And also I wouldn't go above 6'4". I think 6'4" is like the max height for this build. I mean, you could go 6'5", but once you're 6'5", you lose a lot of speed and a lot of ball handling. So in my opinion, 6'2" is the best height for this build, but definitely 6'3" is great as well. But I'm just gonna go right here with 6'2". Now for the weight, pretty obvious. We are a point guard build. Minimum weight is the best way to go. Look at our speed: 91 speed, 90 acceleration. And guys, keep in mind that when you are a 99 overall, every single stat you see right now is going to be upgraded by 4. So these are not our final attributes. Our guy can get a lot better than this later on. I think 165 pounds is good. Now onto the wingspan. Again, we're a point guard build. We specialize in shooting and playmaking. There's no need, guys. There is no need for me to max out my wingspan. That helps my defense a lot. But again, we're not a defensive build. We are a playmaking build. We are a sharp shooting build, running the offense, scoring most of the points. So easy option right here. 74 inches on the wingspan. It gives you +4 to mid-range and 3-point shot, and also a +1 to ball handle. Minimum wingspan is the best way to go. And now we have 3 takeover options. We have shot creating takeover, spot up shooter takeover, and lastly playmaking takeover. I think it's pretty obvious by now that we are a sharp shooting build, so definitely in my opinion, spot up shooter takeover is the best. So right here, I'm going to take sharpshooting takeover just like that. And right now we have just created the best build in 2K21 current gen, and that is the playmaking shot creator. As you guys can see, it is similar to Stephen Curry, Kirk Heinrich, and also Damian Lillard. Those are some really great shades of, not even gonna lie. So this build is definitely one of the best in the entire game, and for my playstyle, it is the best. Now when looking at the badges, keep this in mind, this game is still very new. I do not know all the best badges in the game. This is just my opinion right now as someone that's played the game for like one day. So either way, you guys can pick your favorite badges, and I'm just going to show off what badges I think could be very good in 2K22. For our one finishing badge, honestly, I think that putting on bronze slithery finisher is the best option. A lot of these finishing badges are not good for point guard builds, so I think slithery is going to be a good badge for us to have, even if it is only on bronze. Moving on to the shooting badges, definitely limitless spot up is a must have. If you guys do not know, limitless range was split up into two badges this year. So you have limitless spot up, and that's basically just like deep 3-pointers, and they're standing shots. And then you have the badge chef, and they're basically the same thing, deep 3-pointers but for moving shots. I think shooting fadeaway threes are pretty low percentage, so I'm definitely only going to use limitless spot up on Hall of Fame right here. Also, I think having hot zone hunter on Hall of Fame, one of the best badges in the game, we all know that, makes your hot zones even better. Also, blinder is a badge that was introduced in 2K21 next gen. They brought it back into 2K22 current gen, so definitely one of the best badges in the game. I'll put on Hall of Fame Deadeye right here. Maybe silver catch and shoot, I don't know. Silver volume shooter could be really good. A lot of these badges I don't know about, but I think Hall of Fame green machine right there could be very helpful. And we have one more bronze badge left. I'm gonna go with bronze clutch shooter right there. It does help in part games, so it's not just in like 5v5 modes. Clutch shooter does work in every single mode. My opinion on shooting badges could change a lot in the coming weeks, but as of now, I think these are pretty good. Next up, we have the playmaking badges. Some essential badges you have to have are Hall of Fame quick first step, Hall of Fame handles for days, and also I think bronze unpluckable is great. Bronze bailout is a great badge. You can either pick floor general or dimer. I personally like dimer a little bit more, but honestly you could go with both floor general and dimer on Hall of Fame. And I'm gonna put our last 3 playmaking badges on gold bullet passer right there. Lastly, we have our 8 defensive badges. Now this build is obviously not a defensive specialist, but at least you have 8 defensive badges. I mean, it could definitely be a lot worse. 8 is pretty solid, so I'm gonna go with gold clamps, gold intimidator, and also silver interceptor, just like that. You can obviously swap these badges around, but in my opinion, these are the go-to defensive badges for a guard. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video on the best point guard build in NBA 2K22 current gen. I really hope you guys did enjoy it. It has 1 finishing badge, 25 shooting badges, 21 playmaking badges, and 8 defensive badges. I've used this build in the park. It is absolutely incredible. It's insanely fast. It has great passing, so I definitely recommend making this build if you want to make a guard build. Definitely do your research before making any build though, because the last thing you want is wasting $50 on a build that is absolutely terrible. So I know for a fact this build is great. There are plenty of other great NBA 2K22 builds that I'll be showing off in the coming days, but as of now, this is the best point guard build in the game. If you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. We are on the road to 3,000 subscribers, and of course guys, make sure to drop a like on today's video. That would be great. And if you guys do want to watch more of my previous NBA 2K and NBA videos, I'm going to leave an end screen right when this video finishes to 2 of my previous uploads that I think you guys would really enjoy. So have a great rest of your day, guys. It's been Story of Sam, and I'm out. Peace.